In this video, traders look at how to spread bet successfully. Stay tuned. Hey traders, very warm welcome to you. Alright, so we're going to talk about how to spread bet successfully. A few videos in this little series. In this video, we're talking about don't rush. Now we've talked about before, you may not have watched it yet, so you haven't yet, go and check it out. Hit the subscribe button as well if you want to see more videos about how to spread bet trading, etc., all that kind of stuff. But we talked about focusing on the losers, not the winners, because you focus on the losers, look after those, the winners should take care of themselves over time. In this one, we're talking about rushing. Now listen, I know what it's like, right? You might have come from whatever, you might be investing in other things, maybe you're not involved in the markets at all, but you say, you know what, I want to get involved in the markets, I've decided I want to spread bet. Spread betting is the right vehicle for me. You understand the risks, all this kind of stuff, and the first thing you want to do is place your first trade. I get it. Back in 2001 when I did it, that's exactly what I did, and promptly lost a lot of money. So don't do that. Take your time. It's tempting, you want to go in straight away, you want to open the account up, you want to you play with a demo. By the way, I've got a demo in the description below if you haven't got a demo, want to check it out. Do that. Put some live money in. You just want to trade because you want to make some money. I get it, but whoa, hold your horses. That's the thing that we all end up thinking about when we start out. Money, want to make the money, want to make the money, want to make the money. How much money are you going to make? You've got to rein that in. And listen, let's not kid ourselves. We are involved with spread betting or trading because we want to make money. Let's not pretend we're not, because we are. That's the whole point of it, right? We're there to make money. However, we've got to rein ourselves in and be a little bit more patient and think about a strategy. Think about how you're going to approach your spread betting, because it's so tempting and it's so easy, right? The brokers are super easy to work. Once you've worked out the demo and how you place a ticket, you can have your first trade up and running within minutes. But just taking a little bit of time to come up with a very simple strategy, a plan of action, is going to put you massively ahead of anyone just going in and firing away orders and trades. Because then once you're in, you're in. You can't undo your first kind of few weeks of spread betting. Once you're in and committed, it could be make or break depending on how you approach it. So think about first a plan. Now listen, on this channel, we've got loads of in-depth things for traders who are much more experienced, perhaps more advanced. You don't need to go into all that. If you're just starting out spread betting, just a basic plan of, oh, I'm going to buy this market, or I'm going to sell this market, or I'm going to trade with a trend. I'm going to buy on what's called a pullback, so a move back from a trend, or I'm going to wait after 2 days of down move in a stock and then buy it. Something very, very simple. The important thing is with this is that you have some kind of plan of action that you stick to it. Now, will it be a profitable trading plan? Who knows? It doesn't matter at this stage. But what you're trying to avoid is thinking about the money and going over to this trade, this strategy, that market, this market. Just focus on one or two different things and then look. So plan, look, take a little look, take some time to look at charts. You may not even know what you're looking at yet. And by the way, loads of stuff on this channel as well, and loads of stuff probably all over the rest of YouTube and books and stuff if you want to kind of go down the charting route. You don't need to. You can just keep it very, very basic. You don't have to look at charts. You can say, hey, what's the price been doing? How's price been behaving? Do I think it's going to go high? Do I think it's going to go lower? And if I'm going to take that trade, what am I going to do? How am I going to assess my risk? How much am I going to risk on the trade? And then practice. So if you haven't opened a demo, do open a demo, because it's a very, very different environment from many other speculation things. Similar to stocks, so perhaps if you've been buying or selling shares directly with a broker, so that's a similarity there. This process is the same. You kind of got a ticket. There's differences in terms of leverage, so make sure you're understanding the leverage and the margin and how the pounds per point thing works and all that kind of stuff. Very different from kind of a fixed odds betting approach, where if you're kind of betting on a binary event like the outcome of a horse race or a football match or a rugby match, cricket match or whatever. So just be aware that it's a very unique product. It's a very useful product and you can do very, very well out of it, but just be very careful about how you approach it. So my advice, guys, is this: don't rush into it. Take your time. Don't be thinking about, I want to make the money. Just, whoa, the markets are always going to be there and the opportunities are plentiful. If you haven't looked already at your platform, you've got all sorts of markets you can choose to trade from. Stocks, shares, commodities, currency pairs, indices. you name it, there's so much stuff out there. So there's always going to be opportunity. So taking the time to come up with a plan, to look about what you're going to do, to look and understand how the markets move, to look and understand how price moves, how a bet works, all this kind of stuff, how stop losses work, how limit orders work, all this kind of thing. Don't have to get too advanced at this moment in time, but just understanding the product and instrument you're trading, and then practice. Get on your demo, make a few trades, make a few bets, see how they would have done, but make sure you treat it properly. The major thing that people do, guys, is they open a demo, and because it's play money, pretend money, they just forget about it. They'll have a thing on there, come back for 3 weeks later and go, oh, look, I've made 100 grand here, but in the real world, it's slightly different. So just treat the demo properly, like how does it work, how do tickets work, how does the pounds per point work, maybe place a few trades on stuff that you're interested in just to see the movement, the volatility. Then when you go into real money, put actual real money in your live account, you're not going to be surprised by anything. You know, okay, it's a different game and you have more of a mental approach to it, and there's loads of things that change with your emotional decision making. We've got real skin in the game, so why we always say, you know, go live as soon as possible, but keep the risk managed so that you're not losing vast amounts of money when you're wrong. But at least you understand the concept, you know how things move, how markets move, the tickets, orders, and that kind of stuff. So, spread betting successfully, guys. There's plenty of time. You don't need to rush. Go in there, practice, look, accept the risk, plan what you're going to do, have some kind of strategy, enjoy the process, and most importantly, keep your risk managed and understand that it's a very risky game, but it can be very lucrative at the same time. Take care. Bye-bye.